Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So if you guys haven't seen with the surge of like recent shorts upload, I recently got into Pokemon cards, specifically collecting. I've made a more in-depth video in terms of what I'm collecting. I will leave a link down below in the description box. However, that in itself has changed as well. So in terms of like the Pokemon I collect, 90% of it is the same. There's just a bit like of tweaking that I had to do in terms of like to make this feasible in my head, you know? So I have a few friends that are very much into Pokemon. However, I haven't really spent time with them in terms of like with them and the hobby for it to actually stick with me. However, in the last couple months, I've made new friends that are very much involved in my life. And so I basically caught on to the hobby in itself. And in fact, some of them have like significant others that are also very much into collecting, very much bigger collector than my friends. And some are not even like collecting Pokemon themselves. They're they're collecting other franchises as well. However, today's topic is specifically about Pokemon as well as my future collections. As I've mentioned, I'm not that very much deep into the hobby yet, though I think I'm like 30 or 40% in now, honestly. I'm very casual. I'm not very hardcore that I'll be buying every single like ETBs or like tins or like blisters and all of that. And as for the collection I've mentioned, there has been a few changes. Let me just, you know what, when I edit this video, I'm gonna put a screenshot of the this collection because I don't know where the notebook is. So I have a notebook where I have listed down every single Pokemon that I'm collecting and I cannot find it. And I do remember taking a photo and sending it to the girlies, the besties. And so I'm just gonna look at that. So on the video where I set up my my binders, I had a small notebook on there which had my list. Again, as mentioned, 90% of the list is still the same. There's just been a few tweaks. So basically, in terms of the collection itself, so in terms of my legendary and mythical list, this is also a bit more in detail because there were, I think, 2 collections that I was already like doing. I was master setting. It's just I never mentioned it. Or I did. I just touched upon it, but it wasn't in the notebook. In terms of the legendary and mythical collections, I have Suicune, Reshiram as a new addition on this list, Articuno, Zamazenta, Mew, Solgaleo, and Meloetta. I believe Mewtwo was taken off of the list and Arceus was taken out of this list. And then in terms of the regular list, I have Bulbasaur, Charmander, like the Charmander evolution line, Vulpix and Ninetales, Ponyta and Rapidash, Growlithe and Arcanine, Onix, Tauros, Lapras, Eevee, Espeon, Umbreon, and Leafeon. I know this is probably gonna be like just this line itself, the Evolution line, is gonna be the most expensive part of my collection, as well as Charizard. So that's gonna be a big pain in my behind, honestly. I have Cyndaquil, Absol, Ralts, Kirlia, Gardevoir, Gallade, and maybe Iron Valiant as well. Valiant as well, just because he's there. I have Rowlet, Mimikyu, and Sprigatito. I used to have Sprigatito's entire evolution line, but that's gonna change. I might be adding Fennekin on the fly right now as well. So there is that. And then I do have a master set that I'm planning on doing as well. So my favorite Pokemon I have now found out is Zorua. So there is a master set of Zorua and Zoroark that are my priority over the rest of these guys. There's also N. And then I have 2 artist sets that I'm planning on collecting, which are Sino Misaki. And if you guys didn't know my small background with Sino Sensei, I don't know them per se, personally. It's just my favorite Corpo VTuber, Calyx Debonair of Nijisanji EN's 11th Wave by the Beat. Sino Misaki drew their model. So Calyx's mama is Sino Misaki, and then basically I'm just supporting my Oshi's mama. So there is that, but like also Sino mama's like art is so good. And then the other one is Yukamori. So I know that is one of probably the most popular like artists that is being collected right now. But yes, there is that. And then in terms of miscellaneous stuff, cute stuff, you know, because why not? And in this video, actually, I'm going to be talking about another master set I'm going to be doing. As mentioned, I'm not that deep into the hobby yet. And because I know I said I'm gonna be very casual about it, but the fact that I have a big list, that's just a trait I've picked up on collecting K-pop cards, honestly, K-pop groups. But this master set, I think, is the only one that will be taking me, I know, the longest time to complete. Because I wanted to still, like, I wanted my specific Pokemons to collect, but I also wanted a collection of, you know, the entire Pokédex list. And of course, with the new generation coming out, 1025 is no longer going to be the last number. So that is definitely going to go up. And so what I wanted to do was have a master set of IRs and SIRs of every single Pokemon in existence. I do know that, like, some of them still don't have, like, illustration rares, but like I said, I know that this master set of mine is gonna be the longest time to complete. So I do have a binder for it. I know that you guys may have seen the short where I said that I have a new project going on. I actually have a new binder for it because that one is an Ultra Pro binder, I believe, that has 480 pockets. This one has 1280. So this is well enough able to also accommodate the new Pokemons. Hopefully that is coming out soon, because right now the max number is 1025, so 1025. This one has 1280. So whatever I've set up on that teal binder will be going up here. I'll be making shorts of I'll be making probably another short about, like, updating that binder to this, even though it just came out. So the master set as well will also just be consisting of English cards. So even if I open it Japanese boxes and I get any hits, none of those will be going into this binder, but maybe on my personal collection, you know. Like, my personal collection currently has, so in terms of things I've bought, because I've finally gone to my first card show like last week or 2 weeks ago, I don't remember. I have Chinese, Japanese, and English cards on there now, so I'm collecting any cards from the Pokemons listed. But for the master set of the Pokédex master set, basically, I will be only putting in English on here. And it will be IRs and SIRs. Also, one thing, this is post me, by the way. I'm already filming something else. That's why the lighting looks a bit wonky now. But I forgot to let you guys know that one small note that I will be doing for the binder as well for the master set is that I will be using commons and not commons to cover some Pokemon, like, to, if I get a Pokemon specifically for that Pokédex number that I don't have yet, I'll be using a common up until I get their IRs or their SIRs to replace it with, just so I know, like, how far I progress in 1 year. So yeah. Also, alongside this entire binder collection, this entire master set, I'm planning on doing a savings collection. So if you guys didn't know, I did start a series for pack openings. I know I'm not fully only collecting Pokemon, because if you guys saw my binder setting up binder video, I also have a Union Arena binder. So in terms of the challenge as well, clearly it's going to be just Pokemon. I have set up a savings challenge where to fill that binder up, whenever I open a pack that doesn't have an IR or an SIR, $1 goes into this. So this savings challenge is going to go on for a year. So I will be putting any, like, no hits in here, and perhaps, like, let's say in a booster bundle right now there is 6 packs, and out of the 6 I had 2 hits, so I put $4 in here because I had 4 packs with no hits. What do I do with the $2? So the $2 is going to be set up as a different savings. That one I don't know what I'm planning for, that, like, that extra stuff. But for this savings one, I might, I don't know, buy more packs in the future, but this will be going on for a year. So the challenge itself, the savings challenge itself, will start with the pack opening from my next one, I believe, my next pack opening, which is gonna be the booster bundle of Journey Together, which I got recently. Yeah, also I will be starting there, even though I think for the binder itself I do have 2 illustration rares going in there, which is the Steelix card and the Helioptile IRs. So I know that like that's basically gonna be cheating, but like this is gonna be a long challenge. Please cut me some slack, because I know I have video evidence of basically getting those. That would mean I have to start the challenge from February, which I wanted this to start as of like Journey Together. So yeah, look out for the pack openings that will be happening starting with Journey Together and then up until next year. So yeah, look forward to that. I'm actually pretty excited with the savings challenge. Yeah, also Chaos Rising just like some pre-orders. I pre-ordered through one of my girly friends actually. So that will, the pack unboxings for that will also go into this one for any no hits, of course. But yeah, for the extra savings, I don't know what I'll do with that. We'll see what future me will decide. But yes, with that, I think that's all I have to say about this new project I'm starting on this channel, hopefully, which would give you guys more content. I do have a few videos I still need to film for the channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed the ride with me. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to my channel for more hobby related videos, and remember to keep on shining. Bye bye.